Hello, my name is Debbie Reynolds. They call me the Data Diva. Today I want to talk about the Five Eyes Alliance and encryption. The Five Eyes Alliance are 5 countries that share information about law enforcement or security issues worldwide. The Five Eyes agencies or the Five Eyes Alliance countries are the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand. Of these countries, in 2018, they put out a statement that they wanted companies to help them create some type of capability to be able to crack encryption on their tools. So as of 2020, the country that's gone farthest in making this part of their legislation has been Australia, although the U.S. in 2 different ways are also trying to enable or try to get companies to create vulnerabilities in their tools related to encryption. So in the U.S., one of those pushes is for the Earn It Act, which is supposed to be about child exploitation, but when you read more deeply into it, it really is about creating vulnerabilities or backdoors for law enforcement to crack cases. And then also a section of the Communication Decency Act, which limits liability of companies that host data on the internet. And because they're not considered publishers, they are not being charged, or they are not responsible for what other people post on the internet. Now, in terms of the Communication Decency Act, there aren't exclusions in terms of things that are criminal in nature. But if there is indiscriminate data collection, or data is being taken in some way or being accessed in some way that creates a vulnerability within the application or a tool, that's a problem, because the way the encryption works, if you break some of it, you break all of it. So because the majority of people are law-abiding citizens, and companies have the right to be able to create whatever they want, to be able to create customer trust, and also do things that we take for granted on the internet, like banking, this encryption issue is really huge. So in terms of us discussing encryption and companies being able to make their case about encryption, it's very important that when we talk about it, that we talk about it in as simple terms as possible, and also make sure that we're conveying the message that encryption is not the enemy of law enforcement. It actually is a help to individuals that want to do things like banking online, or send messages in secure fashion, or not be able to have not only law enforcement, but these vulnerabilities, if they are created, are a boon to hackers, because hackers can go into devices, can go into applications, and actually do ruinous things to individuals and their lives. So what I hope will happen is that we have a more fulsome dialogue about encryption, what it is and what it means. Encryption is not the enemy. Encryption is things that help us be able to do business on the internet, and also that does not take away from companies who lawfully assist law enforcement in investigations. That's it. Thank you.